Have you ever thought of moving to Saratoga Springs, Utah? It's a great place. We surveyed 44 people who live there, and here's what they had to say about it. Here's our list of 10 reasons why you should move to Saratoga Springs. Number 1, Saratoga Springs is right next to Utah Lake. It's on the northwest corner of Utah Lake, and it's so close that there's a lot of things you can do just living in Saratoga Springs. You can go boating, fishing, swimming. Because it's so close, there's a lot you can do in Utah Lake that people from other cities aren't able to do as often. Number 2, the cost of living can be lower in Saratoga Springs. Although the cost of housing is a little higher than the Utah average, the cost of everything else, shopping, utilities, it's all lower than other places in Utah. So balanced out, it can be lower, especially if you get a cheaper house than the national average or the Utah average. Number 3, Saratoga Springs has a small town feel to it. There are about 30,000 citizens who live in Saratoga Springs. Number 4, there's a lot you can do outdoors in Saratoga Springs. First of all, it's right next to Utah Lake, where you can go swimming, boating, fishing, or do any other number of water activities. There's also a lot of hiking trails around or in Saratoga Springs. It's also next to some other really cool places that aren't in Saratoga Springs per se, but you can go to Thanksgiving Point. They have a really nice big garden, and that's only 5 miles away. And there are other places like that you can visit living in Saratoga Springs. Number 5, Saratoga Springs is the halfway point between 2 of Utah's major cities, Salt Lake City and Provo. Driving 40 minutes gets you to Salt Lake City, and driving 30 minutes in the other direction gets you to Provo. And those 2 cities have a lot you can do in them, and they have a lot of jobs, so being situated in Saratoga Springs really opens your options as far as what you can do in those 2 cities. Number 6, Saratoga Springs feels safe. In fact, it's safer than 77% of US cities. As far as violent crime goes, the national average is 4 people per 1,000 affected by violent crime. The Utah average is 2.5 people per 1,000, and the Saratoga Springs average is 0.5 people per 1,000. Number 7, because of its location, Saratoga Springs has a beautiful view, not only being right next to Utah Lake, but also being surrounded by mountains. Number 8, something a lot of people mentioned was the community and unity you can find in Saratoga Springs. Number 9, someone mentioned that it's really nice to not have to get on the freeway to go everywhere like you would in most cities. Number 10, you can find a lot of open space in Saratoga Springs. This has a lot to do with the fact that it's a smaller town and that there aren't as many people living there, so there's more room for everyone. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're interested in learning more about Saratoga Springs, feel free to visit our website. It's lifey.org, that's lifey.org/Saratoga-Springs. And we've put all of our surveys on there, and there's just some really good information about Saratoga Springs that wasn't included in this video. We'll put a link to that in the description below. Did we miss anything? If you've lived in Saratoga Springs, let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you have to say.